Hey guys, and welcome back. We are playing Power Wash Simulator. So, the reason that we're playing this, I have played this a little bit before. I have done, you can see right there my career, there's a little white bar there. So, I've done like three things, nothing big, but they did change this menu, so I have no idea how to navigate it. So, there's shop, career mode. Let's go with career mode. No. Where's the past ones? Completed. Okay, so I've done three. So, we're gonna go to the van because the motorcycle's a pain in the butt. It really is. And price wise, $75 to do a motorcycle, to pressure wash a motorcycle. That's a lot. 150 for a car. That's a lot too. You're basically getting a normal car wash, really, and with maybe like a little bit better like undercarriage and all that stuff. But for a back garden like this one was a house. It was a house and garden and the shed and the patio and all sorts of stuff, and they wanted, or that was 450. So I used to have a pressure washing business. I did it for 3 years, and I also worked with my uncle's pressure washing business for 2 years. About back in the early 2000s, I had my own business. I started it in 2020, and then I ended it last year. With COVID, nobody was really wanting to spend extra money, so pressure washing a house, nobody really wanted to do that. So, but I would have charged more than 450 for all the stuff that one did. So, I'm gonna go to the van though. I just wanted to show a few things. I don't know how to start it. Clean the van. This one? No. How do you start it? This one's not start. This plays the video, I believe. Yeah, that plays the video of the last time I did it. So how do you start? Details, messages. This is previous and next, it looks like. Level complete. How do you start it? Is it this one? Nope, that's how to change it. Huh, how do you do it? Um, I get that those are the ones I need to do. I get that. Let me see. Level complete, there's a play. Yeah, how do you play? Like, how do you do it again? Like I said, they changed this and they made it. Wait, join a player's co-op? No. They have that for join online, but where's the single player? Do I just click on this? No. Because this is just a video of last time I did it. And this just selects that. Job details. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to go back to the main menu and go to something in here, something I've done already. So specials, options, main menu. I don't know. Maybe not. Career mode. That's where I was. What's going here? See, it says start job under there. I know it says level complete underneath the other one, but um, I don't get why it won't let me do what's specials. Is it in there? Tomb Raider. No. Huh. Oh wait, continue. There's hype. Why did it do that? It's a different menu. If you go career mode here, it's a different menu than it is if you go into it this way. That is dumb. They did not think of that one, did they? Alright, so I'm going to do free play. Vehicles. There we go. That's how you do it right there. That's so dumb that it goes career mode in two different Like it's the same name, but it goes to two different places. So either way, there we go. So like I said, I used to own a pressure washing business. I technically had technically two, because what I did is I had one business that was pressure washing houses, and also within that business was gutter cleaning, and then I took off the gutter cleaning, and it was just easier to. I wanted to change the name, and it was easier to create a second business instead of changing the name. So, because if you change the name, you have to write into, like, at least where I am, you have to write into the state, like on paper, and tell them you want to change the name, and wait for them to reply back before you can do anything. And at the time, it was, excuse me, at the time it was during COVID, like after COVID had started, so they were being really slow with certain things. So I didn't know if I would get any answer for quite a while, so I decided I would just start another business because you could do that online for like $50, and that was it. You get it like instantly. So anyway, I don't remember how to do this stuff. Okay, so there's the tips. There's green. There's a soap cannon. What is that one? Oh, spinner tip. Okay. So there's red is straight line. It's a straight stream. Orange is, I believe, a 25 degree. Green is a 50 degree, I think, or 45. And then white is basically like a, I forget what the degree is, but it's like 65 or something. So white is going to be your most spread out, but also not as powerful. So if you're doing stuff up close, it's great. It's just like going to the car wash. But if you're doing stuff up close, you definitely do not want to do this one, because you can actually, if you're like this on a car, you can actually leave a dent in the car and take the paint off. I actually took skin off of my finger with, I forget, I think it was either the green one or the yellow one with my pressure washer, and it's not really even a high pressure washer. It was like a 3,000 psi, I think, and gallons per minute was, I think, 2.5. So it was like a stronger one that you can get at like Home Depot, because I think that's actually where I got it, was Home Depot. It's one of the stronger ones they sell. It was Ryobi one, and but like compared to like commercial ones, it's nothing. Like it's nothing at all. But yeah, I took the skin off my finger, trying to pull a branch back to get closer to the porch of somebody's house, and I had a muscle spasm or something, and I just couldn't get my finger out of the way in time. So I took the skin off my finger. So anyway, as a simulation game, that's not even turn off the window. It's really not turning off the window, is it? Jeez, I go real slow. Still nothing. Wow. Okay, that would have came off if that was real. Because you start blasting the weather stripping off with the other ones. Because this, if you do it strong enough, like if you have a strong enough washer, it'll definitely put holes in like weather stripping and stuff. Even though it's rubber, it wasn't anything to like tires or nothing like that. But unless you have like super high pressure and you do the stream, you might be able to do damage. I don't really know, but oh wait, there's that. That's the cleaners. I don't need that. Actually, what do the cleaners do? Do I have any? That's wood, glass, metal, plastic, stone, multi-purpose. So, in my experience, I used the ZEP, it's ZEP brand cleaners, and I was not impressed with them at all. I used them on some people's houses and didn't see any difference at all. So, oh, is that still doing soap, or what is that doing? Oh, it's infinite. Okay, I have infinite cleaners? Wow, okay, that's weird. So, let's see, does this actually do anything, though? It looks like it is taking dirt off, it's just not taking a lot off. But, yeah, the real stuff that I was using, it did, like, absolutely nothing. It was pretty bad. And so I started saving it just in case, like if I needed, like, had like a stain that wouldn't really come off with the pressure, because a lot of it is the pressure, not the solution. So, it comes off with the soap. Can I just do this without the soap? I got a wider area. Still doing soap though right now. Does it come off without the soap? Nope, it doesn't come off at all without the soap. You know that? Nothing. Huh. Alright, well, spinner tip. Alright. So spinner tip is for, you pretty much only want to use that on wood, and you really have to know what you're doing. So, that's the only drawback to it, is you can actually damage your decks and fences and stuff if you don't use that right. And you can splinter it and put swirl marks in it that look ugly. And the other thing is too, is if you go too slow with it, like there's a process to it that you should test out. Like if you're going to use a spinner tip, find like a spare piece of wood and practice on it, because there is a learning curve to it. It's not, you can't just start doing it and everything turn out, hunky-dory. So it has a learning curve where if you get too close to the wood or too far away, or if you're moving it side to, like if you're moving the wand side to side too much. There we go. If you're moving it side to side too slow or too fast, it can leave swirl marks. It'll leave swirl marks basically no matter what you do, unless you do it like perfectly right or perfectly correct. So you have to find the right distance, the right speed at which to move it, the wand, and then there's also the problem of like if you're trying to, say if you're trying to, like this is a piece of wood up here. Let's try to go somewhere that has more dirt. Say like this is a piece of wood. You're gonna have to do like a steady pace like that. You can't just do, and you also you can do this sometimes where you end up being farther away. Because what happens is, right here will be lighter because you're taking more stuff off, and then once you start doing sideways, it'll get darker and darker because you're farther and farther away. So here you're 2 feet away, there you're like 4 feet away, and there you're like 8 feet away. So you have to do a constant. There's gonna be a bench in the way of this one, but you have to do like a constant pace, and also a constant distance and everything like that in order for the spinner tip to actually not do damage. So, like I said, it's definitely a learning curve. So, I've used it enough. Like, actually, I've used it a lot. How do I crouch on this? I forgot. That shows the dirt. Oh, it's automatic. Oh, you don't even have to use the trigger. What is that? Oh, this is the angle of it? Doesn't change the tip anywhere. Huh. Alright, so how do I crouch? There's jump. How do I crouch? Oh, okay. It's the right trigger. I mean, right joystick. So, so far though, the only thing that I can say is I've never used an electric pressure washer, so I don't know how loud they are. But the gas ones are pretty loud, and when you're using them, you have all the hoses and stuff in the way, and this one there's no pressure washer, no hose. It's just magically coming out of the gun. So you don't have to worry about tripping or stepping over stuff like you do for real, because that really does happen. Okay, that needs to move. How do I do that? How do I pick it up? I just said it. There we go. Okay, so that can go right there. There we go. Yeah, so if you're pressure washing like a deck or something, a deck is basically like wood is basically the hardest thing to do correctly, just because of the wood grain and all that stuff. And then people also use some stains. The problems with stains is like on the horizontal surfaces, the sun gets to it, so it flakes off easier and it gets lighter. and then you'll have the vertical surfaces that the sun never hits, and the stain will actually still be attached to it like pretty nicely too usually. So it kind of sucks because you'll be pressure washing this deck, and they'll want like new stain put on sometimes, which I did stain for one customer, and I stopped doing it just because it's hard to color match. I ran out of the stuff I was using, so I had to go to the store again and get a different like another bucket of it. But they didn't have the same stuff. They had an all-purpose one. It was a Thompson's water sealer, but it was one was all-purpose where it dried, like it went on white but dried clear, and the other one was actually a wood water sealer, so it went on clear and dried clear. So I had to tell them like, if this doesn't dry evenly, just let me know. I'll come back. But they said it dried evenly, so I didn't have to go back. And so yeah, if you're doing your car, definitely don't get too close to it. Use the green or the white tip. And if you start using like the straight, like the red one where it's just a straight stream, like you can actually take the paint off, or damage your metal. Actually, it might even be strong enough to damage the metal, depending on your pressure washer's power, like the PSI and the gallons per hour. Gallons per minute. So there is a possibility of damaging your vehicle doing that. So you want to keep it on green or white, and pretty much do the same rules as like if you go to the car wash. You don't want to get super close. You don't want to have your nozzle like right on it because it can damage the paint. I admit I have done it before for bugs for my own car, but that's my own car, so it's not a customer's car. And then the other thing with the pressure washing is a lot of people say it's relaxing. Yes and no. It the sounds and stuff, it depends. It can be pretty relaxing at times, but for the most part, especially if you're doing somebody else's house, it's not really that relaxing. So I'm gonna do a different tip. There we go. But I don't know. Like they're on this game, they're charging $150 to do this van. I mean, it's literally gonna take me. I'm talking this whole time too, but if I was really trying to do this, and it would only take me like an hour, if that. But even on the game, it takes like 45 minutes or a half hour or something like that. So, there's no way I could justify charging somebody $150 for an hour. Like when you pressure wash a house, there's a lot more involved. It's like when you're up on a ladder, you're up on the roof sometimes. You have to go around trees, like you have to navigate around trees and pull branches aside and stuff like that. It's kind of a pain. So, and usually like a decent sized house takes about 5-6 hours if you do it right. And so 5-6 hours, and I usually charge somebody between $300 and $400. And so still it's over $50 an hour, but that's still a lot more or a lot better than $150 an hour. So, a lot of people, the only thing that you can get away with is like if you tell somebody that you're going to charge them $150 to do their van, a lot of people don't know how long it'll take or ask how long it'll take. They just think, oh, okay, like it's just $150. But then if you get it done in an hour, then you got to worry about them being like, what the heck, So, with houses, it's a lot longer because you're spending 4 to 6 hours there, sometimes longer, depending on how big the houses are. And so when you're doing that, it's a lot more justifiable. But there's no way I would charge somebody $75 to do their motorcycle. No way. And then like I said, this van for $150. I mean, if you're gonna charge $75 for a motorcycle and this for $150, there's a lot more metal on here a lot more surface area and everything to pressure wash. So if you're gonna do $150 for this, that motorcycle should still be like $30 or $20. So, I mean, honestly, I probably would have charged like $50 for this, maybe 70. And then for that motorcycle, I probably would have charged like $50. I mean, you have to get paid for going out there and doing it, but the actual amount of work it takes and the amount of gas it takes is like nothing. So the only thing you really got to worry about is getting, especially with a dirt bike or anything, even like this. The only thing you got to worry about is stuff kicking back in your face, like in your eyes and stuff. And but other than that, I mean, you might get a few random things that spray off and hit you that hurt a little bit, like pieces of like cement or something like that, or whatever. If you're doing like a car, you might get some different things on it that fly up and hit you in the face. So, okay, so does the roof a separate piece? There it goes. Roof. That's body. Okay. And you also are not going to end up walking on somebody's car doing this either. Like, you would not be standing on the hood doing this. There's nobody that would let you do that. You'd be denting up their hood. This is just all around the edges, looks like. Come on. There you go. Okay. So what's left? Oh, okay. There we go. There's a button that shows all of it. There we go. Oops. So mirrors. Mirrors are the one thing I missed. Because they're covered over here too. There's that one. And then we're going to do this one. And we got tires. What's left? Oh. So there's some dirt on this panel somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's like wheels and tires. So, I mean, this whole video is only 22 minutes long right now. So if this was really me doing this, it would not be taking long. Is that it? What else is left? Bumper. Right there. There we go. Job complete. So 22 minutes is how long this video is right now. So, but yeah, I mean, for being a simulation game, it's definitely a lot. I mean, let's see. It's like 10% of what you would actually have to deal with. You'd have to deal with getting water sprayed back on you so you'd be wet. In a garage like this, you'd have to worry about where the water's going to go. You'd have to worry about overspray. Like, if you're spraying from this side, you have to worry about stuff over here getting wet. Just basically anything. You have to worry about everything getting wet. You have to worry about damaging stuff. Like I said, you have to worry about the hoses and the pressure washer itself and the water. Like the water going to the pressure washer, you have to worry about where the spigots are. Which, did they think about? There is no water spigot. So where's the water coming from? There's nothing. Yeah. So I'm just carrying around a super soaker, basically. And there's no cord, no pressure washer, no water source, nothing. So, but, yeah. That's it. So this was free, I think, this game, so it's not bad, but I wouldn't have paid for it, so. But yeah, that says $265. There is no way. No way I would charge somebody that much money for this. I was charging people that had like a double wide trailer house. Like a ranch style house or double wide where it was like they were kind of the same size. I was doing military discounts and stuff, but still, I was charging less than $265 for a house. I would end up doing I would do 15% off for military discount and first responder discount, and and I was charging. I mean, I think the lowest house I think I did was 170. So and I think I did like 2 houses that were 170, and that was with discounts. So for a van, a van to be more money than I would have charged for a house, that's crazy. So I mean, I was trying to be one of the cheaper ones, but I did have a guy say that I was more expensive than one guy that he had come out and do an estimate, but he felt like I knew more about it because I was telling him that certain things wouldn't come off and stuff like that. So he just told me he felt like I was more. I knew my stuff better than the other guy, so he went with me. But um, either way, I think I was only like $20 more than the other guy, so um, it wasn't that big of a deal. So he ended up hiring me. But anyway, so if you like this video, please let me know. Leave a comment, and I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I have a whole bunch of other videos. I have over 100 on my channel. I'm trying to upload every day, so I'm trying to guarantee every 2 days, but I'm really trying to upload every day right now. With summertime, it might fall back to once every 2 days, but because I'm gonna have a lot more stuff to do outside and all that stuff, like mowing the lawn and all that stuff. So I might not be able to do the video game stuff as much. So, but anyway, check out my YouTube channel, and like I said, I have a lot of videos. I have old stuff, new stuff. A lot of the videos I'm going to be doing coming up, I'm doing experiments on some games. I've done a few on GoldenEye, and then I'm going to try doing just random games, see if I can, some of the games I've played before, so I know what I'm doing. I'm going to try to experiment on, and then also other games that I have never played. I'm going to try doing not really a first reaction type video, but just a video of, I guess it would be first reaction kind of, but, just games I've never played before. I have a lot of games I've never played. My friends used to make fun of me for having a lot of games, but only playing like 10% of them. So, and that's still the case. So, it's a problem I have. But one of my friends told me I should start streaming, so I started doing that, and doing a YouTube channel. So that's going to make it so I try out a lot more games because I'll be doing it for the channel, really. It's not going to be sitting on my system doing nothing for years if I do it on my YouTube. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.